Welcome to your cloud administration journey. Today we'll explore the mindset for successful SAP BTP administration. This means thinking proactively about security, cost, and performance from the start. For example, when deploying an app, you'd automatically set up monitoring and alerts to catch issues early. Adopting this forward-thinking approach ensures your cloud solutions run smoothly and efficiently. Think of this as learning a new way of working, not just new tools. This means shifting from rigid, manual processes to agile, automated cloud operations. For example, instead of manually installing software, you'll use services to deploy applications instantly. This mindset change is key to unlocking the full potential of cloud administration. We'll build this cloud-first thinking step by step. This means starting every task with cloud capabilities in mind, like automated services and scalability. For instance, instead of installing software on individual computers, you'd instantly deploy applications using BTP's built-in tools. This gradual approach ensures you fully leverage the cloud's efficiency and flexibility from day one. You're taking an important step in your career development. This means you are building valuable skills that make you more qualified for advanced roles. For example, mastering cloud administration could lead to promotions like Senior Systems Administrator. Your commitment today opens doors to greater professional opportunities tomorrow. Why mindset matters in cloud administration? BTP success requires more than technical skills. This means cloud administrators must also embrace adaptability, proactive thinking, and business alignment. For example, instead of just provisioning a service, they should anticipate future scaling needs and costs for the finance team. Ultimately, this broader mindset is what truly drives effective and sustainable cloud operations. Cloud administration is fundamentally different from traditional IT. Unlike managing fixed, owned hardware, you programmatically manage fluid, on-demand services. For instance, instead of buying and setting up a physical server for weeks, you can instantly provision a cloud database with an API call. This shift requires a new, automated, and service-oriented approach to operations. The right approach makes your work more effective and enjoyable. This means thinking proactively, like automating tasks, reduces stress and boosts results. For instance, setting up automatic alerts for system issues instead of manual checks saves time and prevents problems. Adopting this mindset transforms cloud management into a rewarding experience. You'll be better prepared for future cloud technologies. This means the skills you learn now, like automation and security, will apply to new platforms too. For example, mastering automated deployments here helps you quickly adapt to another cloud service later. This foundational knowledge ensures you stay relevant as technology evolves. From system administrator to service curator. Traditional, you manage entire systems and servers. This means you are responsible for all hardware, software, and maintenance for a complete computing environment. For example, you personally install, patch, and monitor the operating system and database for an on-premise SAP system. This requires deep, hands-on control over the entire technology stack. Cloud, you manage services and applications. This means instead of maintaining hardware or operating systems, you focus on provisioning and configuring cloud services to build solutions. For example, you could deploy a business rules service to automate approval workflows. This service-centric approach accelerates how you deliver business value. Think of yourself as a curator, not just an administrator. This means you proactively select and compose the best BTP services to build valuable solutions rather than just maintaining systems. For example, you might choose the right database, integration, and analytics services to create a custom procurement app for your company. This mindset shift is key to unlocking innovation on the platform. Focus on enabling business capabilities through services. This means instead of just managing technical systems, you now select and combine BTP services to solve business problems. For example, instead of maintaining servers, you use workflow and analytics services to automate invoice approvals. Your role shifts from maintaining infrastructure to delivering business outcomes with ready-to-use services. Adopt a service-oriented mindset for enterprise solutions. In BTP Cockpit, you'll see services, not servers. This means you focus on what you need, like databases or AI tools, without managing physical hardware. For example, instead of setting up a server for email, you simply activate the SAP Alert Notification service. This approach lets you build solutions faster and more efficiently. Each service provides specific business capabilities. This means every service in SAP BTP is designed for a distinct business task, like handling payments or managing inventory. For example, an e-commerce site uses a payment service solely for secure transactions. This focused approach ensures efficiency and reliability across your business processes. Your role: select, configure, and maintain these services. This means you choose the right BTP services, set them up for your needs, and keep them running smoothly. For example, select an authentication service, configure its security settings, and update it as new features release. This continuous management ensures your solutions remain effective and secure. Think about what business needs each service addresses. This means identifying the specific business problem or goal a service solves. For instance, the SAP HANA Cloud Service addresses the need for a fast, scalable database to handle large amounts of data. Focusing on the business need first ensures you select the right tool for the job. Proactive versus reactive administration, a strategic comparison. Traditional: wait for problems, then fix them. This means administrators only act after an issue, like a system crash, has already disrupted users. For instance, they might wait for the server to go down before restarting it, causing downtime. This reactive approach focuses on restoring service only after failure occurs. Cloud: monitor continuously to prevent issues. This means using tools to constantly check your system's health and performance, spotting potential problems before they escalate. For instance, if memory usage is steadily rising, you can add resources before an outage occurs. This proactive approach keeps your applications running smoothly and avoids disruptions. Set up alerts and regular health checks. This means configuring automated notifications for potential issues and routinely verifying system performance, rather than waiting for problems to occur. For example, schedule weekly checks on memory usage and set alerts for when it reaches 80% capacity. This proactive approach helps maintain system stability and prevents unexpected downtime. Plan for growth and changes before they're needed. This means anticipating future needs and scaling resources in advance, not waiting for issues to arise. For instance, if you expect a seasonal sales surge, increase your BTP capacity ahead of time. This proactive approach prevents performance bottlenecks and ensures smooth operations. Establish consistent monitoring habits for your SAP BTP environment. Check your BTP cockpit dashboard daily. This means routinely viewing your central BTP overview to spot any unusual activity or issues early. For instance, if you see a sudden spike in memory usage, you can investigate before it causes an outage. Making this a habit ensures you stay proactive about your application's health. Set up key metrics to watch regularly. This means identifying specific performance indicators, like response times or error rates, to check frequently. For example, monitor daily API call success percentages in your application. Consistently tracking these metrics helps you quickly spot and address issues before they escalate. Learn what normal looks like for your services. This means regularly checking your service metrics to understand their usual performance, so you can quickly spot any unusual activity. For instance, monitor your daily login count. If it suddenly triples, you know to investigate. Establishing this baseline is your first line of defense. Notice patterns and trends over time. This means regularly checking your system metrics to spot consistent changes, like gradual increases or decreases, rather than just one-time spikes. For example, if memory usage slowly rises each week, you can plan an upgrade before it becomes critical. Consistently observing these trends helps you proactively manage your SAP BTP environment. Cloud security operates on a shared responsibility model. SAP manages platform security and infrastructure. This means SAP handles core services like data centers, networks, and the platform's foundational software. For example, SAP ensures the BTP data centers are physically secure and that the platform software is patched against threats. This allows you to focus your efforts on securing your own applications and data. You manage application security and access. This means you control who can use your apps and what data they can see. For example, in a sales app, you decide if a user can only view records or also edit them. Always configure these permissions carefully to protect your business data. Regularly review user permissions and roles. This means periodically checking who has access to what in your cloud systems to ensure it's still appropriate. For example, an employee who changes departments should not retain access to their old project files. This ongoing process is essential for maintaining a strong security posture. Stay informed about security best practices. This means you must actively learn and follow the latest security guidelines. For example, regularly review SAP's security patches and apply them to your applications. This proactive approach ensures your solutions are protected against new threats, making your cloud environment more secure. Step 3. Practice security awareness. Review security alerts in BTP Cockpit immediately. This means checking and acting on any security warnings as soon as they appear in your SAP BTP dashboard. For example, if you get an alert about an unusual login from a new location, investigate it right away. Prompt attention keeps your cloud applications and data secure. Regularly audit who has access to what. This means periodically checking which users can view or change specific data and applications. For example, review team member permissions in your development account monthly to ensure only current project members have entry. Consistent reviews are essential for maintaining a secure and compliant environment. Follow principle of least privilege. This means giving users only the access they absolutely need to perform their job, nothing more. For instance, an accounts payable clerk should have access to process invoices but not to modify vendor master data. By limiting access, you minimize risk and protect your systems effectively. Keep security documentation updated. This means maintaining current records of security settings and procedures. For example, when you add new users to your system, immediately document their access rights. This practice ensures everyone knows the security measures in place and helps prevent unauthorized access or confusion during team changes. Embrace continuous learning for professional growth. Cloud technologies evolve rapidly. This means SAP BTP updates its services and features frequently to improve performance and security. For example, new AI capabilities are regularly added to help automate business processes. Staying current with these changes ensures you can fully leverage the platform's potential. Set aside time each week for learning. This means deliberately scheduling a recurring block in your calendar dedicated to studying new SAP BTP topics. For example, block 30 minutes every Friday morning to watch a tutorial on a new service. Making this a regular habit is the most effective way to steadily build your expertise. Follow SAP's BTE release notes and updates. This means regularly checking official SAP sources for new features, changes, or fixes to the platform. For example, a new security feature might be announced that you can immediately implement to protect your applications. Staying informed ensures you are always using the platform to its fullest potential. Join BTP communities to learn from others. This means connecting with peers online to share knowledge and solve challenges together. For instance, if you are building an integration flow, you could post in a forum and get helpful tips from experienced developers. Engaging with these communities accelerates your growth and keeps your skills current. Step 4. Build consistent learning habits. Bookmark the BTP release notes page. This means saving the official webpage where SAP posts all updates, so you can check it regularly. For example, set it as a favorite in your browser to quickly see new features each month. Staying current this way ensures you always know about the latest capabilities. Schedule 30 minutes weekly for BTP updates. This means blocking a short, recurring time to stay current with new features or services. For instance, each Friday at 10 a.m., review the latest SAP BTP blog posts. Consistently doing this ensures your skills remain sharp and relevant in the evolving landscape. Practice with trial accounts regularly. This means consistently using SAP's free trial to explore and build on BTP. For example, try deploying a small app each week to learn the process. Regular hands-on experience is the most effective way to solidify your skills and build lasting knowledge. Document your learnings and discoveries. This means keeping a personal log of new concepts and insights you gain. For example, after trying a new SAP BTP service, write down what worked and what didn't. Consistently doing this builds a valuable knowledge base that accelerates your growth and reinforces your understanding over time. Collaborate with development teams to drive project success. Work closely with developers using your services. This means actively engaging with them to ensure your BTP solutions meet their needs and are easy to use. For example, if you provide an authentication service, you would gather developer feedback to simplify its integration. This ongoing partnership is essential for creating robust and effective applications. Understand their needs and challenges. This means actively listening to what developers require and the problems they face when building applications. For instance, if a team struggles with integrating different data sources, you can identify their specific pain points. By doing so, you ensure solutions are targeted and effective, fostering a productive partnership. Share insights from your monitoring. Explain what your monitoring data reveals about application performance or issues. For example, if you notice a memory spike every Friday afternoon, inform developers so they can investigate. This proactive collaboration helps teams build more reliable and efficient solutions together. Plan upgrades and changes together. This means coordinating with developers before modifying systems to prevent disruptions. For example, before upgrading a cloud service, agree on timing and testing with the team to ensure a smooth transition. This proactive coordination keeps projects on track and stable. Step 5. Practice effective communication. Use simple language when explaining technical concepts. This means avoiding jargon and explaining ideas in everyday words. For instance, instead of saying leverage the BTP platform's SaaS capabilities, say use SAP's ready-to-run software in the cloud. This approach ensures your message is understood by everyone, regardless of their technical background. Share regular status updates with stakeholders. This means proactively informing key decision makers about project progress, challenges, and next steps. For example, send a brief weekly email summarizing what was completed, any blockers, and the upcoming plan. This transparency builds trust and keeps everyone aligned on the project's journey. Ask questions to understand business requirements. This means you must actively inquire to grasp what the business truly needs, not just what they initially say. For example, if a client requests a report, ask what decisions it will support. This ensures your solution directly addresses the core business problem. Document processes clearly for your team. This means writing down every step in a simple, easy-to-follow way so anyone can understand and repeat the task. For example, create a checklist for deploying an app on BTP, listing each action like logging in and selecting the correct sub-account. This ensures consistency and reduces errors for everyone. Putting it all together for a complete solution. Service-oriented thinking replaces system management. This means you focus on what business services you need, not on maintaining servers. For example, instead of managing an email server, you simply use an email service. This approach lets you concentrate on delivering value rather than technical upkeep. Proactive monitoring prevents problems. This means continuously checking your systems to catch issues before they affect users. For instance, monitoring memory usage can alert you before an application crashes, allowing you to resolve it during off hours. Adopting this practice ensures your applications remain stable and reliable for everyone. Security is a shared responsibility. This means SAP secures the platform itself, while you manage security for your applications and data. For instance, SAP ensures data centers are protected, but you must control user access to your apps. Always remember, both parties must work together to maintain a secure environment. Continuous learning keeps you current. This means regularly updating your skills as SAP BTP evolves with new services and updates. For instance, when SAP releases a new AI capability, learning it helps you build smarter applications. Staying proactive in your education ensures you remain a valuable and effective professional in this dynamic field. Collaboration makes everyone more successful. This means working together produces better results than working alone. For example, when developers and business teams jointly build apps on SAP BTP, they create solutions faster and with fewer errors. Ultimately, shared efforts lead to superior outcomes for all involved. Your cloud administration journey begins now. You have the foundation for cloud-first thinking. This means prioritizing scalable, on-demand cloud services over traditional systems. For instance, instead of buying servers, you'd use SAP BTP to instantly provision only the computing power needed for a project. This approach ensures you build agile and efficient solutions from day one. Practice these concepts in your daily work. This means actively using what you learn here in your real job tasks, not just during training. For example, after learning about BTP sub-accounts, create a test one yourself to explore its settings. Consistently applying these skills will build your confidence and expertise as a cloud administrator. Be patient with yourself as you learn. This means it's okay to not grasp everything immediately. Cloud administration is complex and takes time to master. For instance, when first setting up a sub-account, you might need a few tries to configure the entitlements correctly. Remember, proficiency builds gradually with practice. Each step builds your cloud administration skills. This means every task you perform, like setting up a user, adds new abilities and deepens your expertise. For example, by first creating a sub-account, then assigning roles, you progressively manage more complex environments. You are methodically becoming a proficient cloud administrator. You are ready to excel in BTP administration. This means you have the foundational skills to manage SAP's cloud platform confidently. For instance, you can now deploy a business application and monitor its performance through the BTP cockpit. Keep building on this momentum to master cloud operations.